Well, hello, boys and girls. My name is Tony Horton, and as you know, I've created a little something called P90X, and that is a 90-day fitness program. But we're going to talk to you about a 5-week program. And so it really comes down to a couple of things. First of all, it's very, very important to figure out why you're doing what you're doing. I think a lot of times people get kind of confused. They get too caught up in the weight loss and the numbers on the scale and things that really don't, well, encourage them to be consistent with their fitness. So I exercise for the following reasons: my health, my fitness, improving the quality of my life, and also becoming less vulnerable to illness and injury. Now, I'm 52 years old, and at my age, I can do more than I could ever do at 22 or 32 or 42. So it's because of 3 things: variety, consistency, and intensity. So when you're creating your fitness program, the first week, it's really about writing down what it is that you're going to do and writing down the time and date that you're going to do it. And the reality is, if you want to see dramatic change, especially in 5 weeks, it's got to happen 6 days a week. What did he say? I said 6 days a week. So you want to mix a combination of resistance exercises and cardio exercises. So typically, most of my programs are just that. One day is resistance, the next day is cardio. So you don't have to work out for an hour. You have to work out for at least 20 minutes a day. And so the other thing, too, is to be really creative with your fitness. You don't need a lot of weights. You don't need machines. You don't need gym memberships. You really don't need that. What you need is Mother Earth and the human body. And if you have gravity where you are, you can do this program. Say, for example, you're in the space station, going to have some issues. But if you're not in the space station, then use Mother Earth and the human body to get it done. 20 minutes a day. So first of all, write down what you're going to do. Okay, today's Monday. I'm going to do resistance. So here's what you do. Simple, simple, simple. A set of push-ups. You can do them on your knees. You can do them on your feet if you're strong enough. Do maximum amount of reps. That's really important. Next exercise, some kind of back exercise. If you have resistance bands, fantastic. If you don't, well, then a pull-up bar works as well. But you're going to need some kind of resistance where you're using your back muscles as the second exercise. Chest first, then back, then a shoulder exercise. So typically you want to do, maybe some military presses, some shoulder flies. Doesn't matter. Be creative. It doesn't have to be rocket science. Just have some fun. The next one is bicep curls. Any kind of bicep curls, 1 at a time, 2 at a time. Doesn't matter. You want to make sure you do somewhere between 8 and 15 reps. Typically, women want more repetitions because they don't want to get bulky and muscular like the guys do. The guys want to be big and muscular. So you probably want to do 8 to 10 reps. Women more, 12 to 15. And then you do go on to triceps, any kind of a tricep move where you're doing kickbacks or you're doing over-the-head moves like that. Same thing, 8 to 15 reps, really important. 20 minutes, you can do 1 cycle. Chest, back, shoulders, biceps, triceps. Do another round, do a 3rd round, whatever it takes you to do about 20 minutes. That's day 1. The next day is cardio. And when it comes to cardiovascular / interval kind of exercises, go for a run, get on your bike, go to a class. I don't care what it is. It's really important to make sure you get about 25 to 35 minutes of cardio in on your second day. And that's your rotation for that first week. Resistance and cardio, and that's magic. Now, do we have time to talk about food? I think we do. So, food. Food is the ultimate conundrum in this country. So many people suffer from being overweight and out of shape, not because of what they physically do, it's because of the things they put in their mouth. So we suffer from an overindulgence of fat, sugar, and salt. It's in everything. It's processed. It's in cans. It's in bottles. It's in boxes. And we eat way too much of it. And that is the stuff that's killing us. Food is health. Exercise is fitness. You need to combine the two to really have the magic of being fit and healthy. It's not about losing weight. It's not about becoming smaller. That's for your ego and aesthetics and how much you care about what other people think of you. Let's get away from that and let's talk about our health and our fitness. So when it comes to food, it's much less about what you're supposed to eat and what you should no longer put in your mouth. Processed foods, fried foods, too much alcohol, too much fat, sugar, and salt. Get away from the chips and the crackers and start eating the apples and the pears. I can make it really complicated. I could give you the 40-30-30 combination. I could tell you how many calories are burned and your BMI and blah, 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 blah. Let's not do that anymore because it's making people frustrated. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Say it with me. fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Eat that food, make that food taste good, and get away from the processed garbage that is making us suffer so much in this country. So, it's 6 days a week of exercise, resistance, and cardio, and eating healthier foods. Now, I'm on the 90-10 plan. Now, what the 90-10 plan is, 90% of the time, I eat fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, and I put things on those foods, sauces and different kinds of healthy libations, whatever you want to call them, to make that stuff taste good. I'm fortunate because I've got somebody, Missy Costello, who I think we're going to meet here shortly, who cooks for me. I've been very fortunate to have somebody who makes organic, vegan, gluten-free, yummy food. Now, for most folks, they don't have that luxury, so you got to find ways. You got to know how to go into a restaurant and ask for what you need. Waiters like tips, so you say to the waiter, "Hey, look, I'm on a special diet and I only can eat certain things. I see on your menu here it's mostly fried beige food. I can't eat fried beige food. Do you have vegetables back there?" And typically, because you're going to offer them a nice little tip, they will get you what you need. So this is key. This is important, right? Ask for what you need, and 95% of the time you'll get it. And that's what I do. I can go into a steak joint that has not a vegetable on the menu and usually get a healthy meal. So that's very, very important. So there you go, boys and girls. That is week 1. I hope it's not too daunting.